right, so if you've been paying attention online recently, there's been a lot of buzz and a lot of talk about Dodge and Stellantis perhaps bringing back the Hemi, right? And I feel like this has been talked about quite a bit ever since they said that they were going to stop making the Hemis for the Charger and the Challenger, and that 2023 was going to be the last year for it. There's been a lot of speculation surrounding this, but I mean, there's kind of been signs for a while now. I mean, if you look back, there was an article published back in March, I believe, where some executives of Stellantis were talking about how, if they needed if there was a demand for it and they needed to switch things around and make a gas powered or a V8 powered motor on their EV line, that was possible. And that came to fruition when we saw the Charger come back as an EV and for 2025 actually going to be coming in and having the six pack in it, right? So they've kind of left a little bit of nuggets on the table there, and I believe there's a lot of credence to this. I mean, I do think that, do they know their customer? Do they know that their core customer for the Charger and Challenger? I don't really think so, right? They're not an American company. They're from overseas. They don't really know the embodiment of the history of it and what we have here as far as muscle cars and what we like and things of that nature. So to them, it might have just been a business decision. I really don't know, but I think that maybe their backs are against the wall, and I think that there is some credence to it. However, I think if they bring a V8 Hemi back for the Charger, I do believe that it's not going to be. I know there's some speculation out there that there might be multiple versions of a Hemi that are offered. I really believe that that's not what we're going to get. Right? I think that if they do this, I think what they're probably going to do is bring back one version of a Hemi. And we don't know which one we would get, but we would get one version of a Hemi that would kind of be a Halo car. And I'm not talking about Hellcat Halo. We're talking about Demon 170 Halo. We're talking GT 500 Halo. We're talking a Halo car that the average enthusiast is not going to be able to afford. That's what I think is most likely going to happen if they do decide to go this route. Now, also in the article, they talked about how they had the tooling there in the factory to kind of interchange with EVs, and actually the machines that make the six cylinders can be adjusted to make the eight cylinders. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. And I do believe that with all the flack that they're getting, I think that Stellantis, their back is going to be against the wall. I don't think anybody's going to buy, what they're selling. Nobody's buying anything now. And if you look, I mean, they're at the bottom, of the list when it comes to what people want and reliability and things of that nature. It's not a good look. Right, so I do think that they're going to have to do some things, and they do have some executives come from overseas to kind of put the fire out, so to speak, or to kind of contain the outbreak of the mess of the complete shitstorm that they got going on here. And I think that, hey, I mean, they've done it with the Jeep. I mean, we've seen them do it with the Durango. Why wouldn't they do it with the Charger? Why wouldn't they do it with I mean, really, that's their bread and butter vehicle of their fleet of Dodge. I mean, it's like they don't have much on the table to offer now. And when you look at the group as a whole, I mean, yeah, you got some things from Jeep. Yeah, there's Ram. I mean, Chrysler's got one vehicle left. I mean, there's not much going on in Dodge. I mean, is anybody Hornet? Anyone? Right? So, I think there's some credence to this, and I do think that we might be surprised. Now, I'm not going to hold my breath. I at the end of the day, like it's been said, they're not part of the big three anymore. It's not an American company anymore. Now the big three is Ford, Chevy, and Tesla. I mean, it kind of is what it is, and this is where we're at right now. But we got to take what we got and take what we got with a grain of salt, right? So I'm interested for the six pack, but hey, I mean, if another Hemi comes and hey, I'm in a position to get it, I might have to pull the trigger on it. But what say you? Dump down in the comment box. Let me know what you guys think. If they bring it out, would you be interested in it? Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think they're just blowing smoke? Do you think the rumors are true? Do you think they're false? Dump down in the comment box. Let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.